Oh, pick us a winner, Tom.
Oh, hi, there you are. Yeah, I was just...
Yeah, we could see.
Yeah. Eat more fruit, Tom.
Hello, Tom. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Ebon.
Well, where have you been? I've been waiting for you.
Well, we're not late.
It doesn't start for ages yet.
No, but I wanted us to meet up early and talk tactics.
Tactics?
What tactics? It's a quiz. They ask questions and we answer them.
No, Rebecca, Tom's right. This isn't just a quiz. This is the big one.
Yes, thank you, Ebon. And this isn't even just the big one. This is the Great British Pub Quiz First National Eliminating Round.
And it don't get bigger than that. Oh, until the second national eliminating round, obviously.
Well, we've never got this far before.
Never even got close.
After our historically crushing victory over the King's Arms Quizzicals last week.
Yeah, pathetic know-nothing.
Yeah, well, we're here now.
Yeah, thanks to Jason.
There's no I in quiz, Rebecca.
I think there is actually, Tom.
Well, okay, in quiz team.
No, that's still got an I in it.
Look, what Tom's saying, Judith, is that our victory was a team effort. And there's no I in that.
I'm just saying that we won against the Quizzicals because Jason answered most of the questions.
Supported by all of us.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jason.
You're late.
No, it's okay, Ebon. We haven't really got started.
Hiya, Jason.
Have I missed anything?
We were just trying to work out if there was an I in quiz.
Yes, there is. Tom,
Yes, Jason?
can you send me over the link to the website?
Which website?
The National Pub Quiz Organisation's website?
Oh, you mean the Zoom invite?
No, I got that. That's how I'm here. I now need the link to the organisers' website. Look, just forward me any emails you've had that contain a hyperlink.
Oh, okay.
We've got to bring our top quizzing brains with us tonight because we're going to be up against some stiff competition.
Like who?
Well, I don't know, but you can bet they're going to be good at the creme de la best.
Got it. Thanks, Tom.
So, Tom, who are the other teams tonight?
Okay, so according to the email, there are 32 teams competing in 8 rounds to go forward to the second sub-national knockout eliminators. Wow, it's like a who's who of the pub quizzing world. There's the new Brighton Brainiacs, the Nottingham Know-It-Alls, and the reigning champions, the astoundingly clever folk of the new Tigers Head in Lee Green.
So good they don't even need a decent name. What did I tell you? Legends of the quiz.
So who have we got tonight?
Well, tonight we're up against We Built the Pyramids from the Red Lion in Melton Mulberry, from the Beehive Totnes, the Zafford Beeble Broxy's Underpants.
Those guys are good.
And finally, there's Plan 10 from Outer Space.
Where are they from?
Lampeter.
Jesus.
Exactly. But let's not panic, because remember, we come from the Hare and Billet, and I am Smarticus.
No, I am Smarticus.
Oh, Jesus.
I am Smarticus.
Look, we are Smarticus.
Oh, we started.
No, Tom and Ebon are just doing their bit of pre-quiz shouting.
Oh, typical.
We're actually talking tactics.
Tactics?
I know.
Yes, tactics. We have to be focused and sharp, because tonight we're going brain to brain with the top dogs in the quiz world, and trust me, people, it's a top dog eat dog world.
Zaphod Beeble Brox's Underpants take no prisoners.
What are they on about?
So it's vital that we all know our areas of responsibility.
We all know what we're doing, Tom.
I'll be taking history as usual. William the Conqueror, 1066, Magna Carta, 1215, Gunpowder Plot, 1605. I'm ready. You can ask me anything.
Why are you being such an annoying tit, Tom?
Well, that's not history, Terry, and so I can't tell you. Rebecca, you're on art and literature.
Yeah, I know.
But do ya? Let's see.
What?
Who wrote Crime and Punishment?
Dostoevsky.
Canterbury Tales?
Chaucer.
Wuthering Heights?
Bronte.
Which one?
Emily.
Oh,
Judith?
I was just wondering, what about 1984?
What about it?
Well, is that history or literature?
Ah, good question.
No, it isn't. It's a stupid question because it's clearly literature. And the answer is,
George Orwell.
yeah, I knew that, even though I didn't have to, because it's not a history question. Terry?
What?
It's sport and leisure. Ready?
For what?
How many balls are there on a snooker table?
There's no such thing as a snooker table.
Isn't there?
Snooker is played on a billiards table.
Okay, so how many balls are there on a billiards table?
Depends. Are you playing billiards or snooker?
Snooker. We're playing snooker, okay? So how many snooker balls are there on a billiards table?
Depends. At what point is it during the game?
Oh, right, yes. Good point. It's before the game.
How long before the game? If it's like 12 hours before the game, they might not have put any balls on the table.
They don't want to get them nicked.
Exactly. You can't trust any bugger in Sheffield.
It's just before, okay? Right at the start.
In that case, 22.
That's right, yes.
I know it is.
Well, next. How many cards in a pack?
A pack of what?
A pack of cards.
Playing cards? Birthday cards? Uno? Happy families? Top trumps?
Playing cards.
Including jokers?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well, in that case, if you don't know, I'll pass.
Okay, right, last question. Easy one. Which Premier League football team plays at Goodison Park?
They all do.
Do they?
At least once a season they do.
Right, yes. Good. Well done, Terry. Moving on. Jason? Entertainment and all-round general knowledge.
Clever clogs.
One tries.
So, Jason, who played the sixth Doctor Who?
Colin Bacon.
Which 1975 Steven Spielberg film was about?
George.
Yes. Who was the original drummer in the
Peter.
Beatles? Excellent. Now, Ebon.
Present and always correct.
But you're covering science.
Oh, yeah, yes. However, Tom, as well as science, I'm putting myself forward to do politics, famous murders, gangsters, racing cars, and military history, particularly anything to do with the Nazis or Star Wars.
Oh, thank you, Ebon.
Anything to do with Nazis or Star Wars?
That is correct.
I don't think that's a recognised subject, Ebon.
Well, you don't know what's going to come up out there.
Well, he's got a point.
Oh, so come on, Tom, I'm ready. Quiz me.
Right. What is the study of plants called?
Farming.
Well, that's not what I was looking for.
Well, what were you looking for?
The right answer?
Which would be botany.
Jason, you're not allowed to answer that. It was my question.
Yeah, which you got wrong.
No, I'd appeal that. Farmers have to study plants.
Sheep farmers don't.
Or wind farmers?
I still think my answer was valid.
And wrong.
Appeal.
Denied. Sorry.
Oh, well, ask me another.
Okay. Right. Approximately how long does it take the Earth to travel around the Sun?
Oh, 1 day.
1 year. It takes a day to rotate.
Which technically is the same thing.
I don't think it is, Ebon.
But you said approximately. You weren't looking for an exact answer and didn't specify the margin of error.
You were 364 days out. You weren't even close.
Listen, when you're dealing with the vast interstellar distances of space, it's close enough.
Sorry, Ebon. The answer I was looking for was 1 year.
Although it actually takes 23 hours and 56 minutes for the Earth to make a full rotation.
Oh, does it really, Jason?
Yes. Whereas the Earth orbits the Sun at an average distance of 92.60 million miles, and one complete orbit takes 365.256 days, or 1 sidereal year, during which the Earth has travelled 585 million miles.
Well, ask me one about Star Wars.
I don't know any questions about Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, I do. What type of creature is Jar Jar Binks?
Oh, he's a sort of Rastafarian.
Is that your final answer?
Jar Jar Binks is a Gungan from the planet Naboo.
Rastafarian.
Well, I didn't say that was my final answer. I was about to say what Jason said. Ask me another.
I've often wondered, you know, in Star Wars, they talk about TIE fighters. What does the TIE stand for?
Oh, no one knows that. Ask me something sensible.
Actually, Rebecca, it stands for Twin Iron Engine.
Oh, thanks, Jason.
How do you know that?
Guess I've got a mind for trivia.
Finally, Judith,
Yes, Tom?
you're still covering the same subject, are you?
Yes, Tom.
Still 20th century German philosophers?
That's right, Tom.
You haven't thought about maybe widening your subject base at all?
What do you mean?
Well, he means, Judith, like stepping up and taking on a specialist subject that could actually be helpful to the team.
It's what I studied for my degree. It was my thesis.
And Ebon, do you mean a specialist subject like racing cars and Nazis?
And science, politics, famous murders, gangsters and Star Wars. I cover a lot for the team.
But you never get any answers right.
Well, neither does Judith.
That's because I never get asked any questions.
To be fair, Judith, there was a philosophy question last year at the Princess of Wales quiz.
Yes, but that was about Soren Kierkegaard.
So?
He was Danish.
Was he?
Yes, he was born in 1813 in Copenhagen,
You see?
which is the capital city of Denmark with a population of 792,128.
It's not really my area.
Have you never not thought, Judith, about possibly, I don't know, boning up on another specialist subject?
Like what?
Like something actually useful that might actually come up in a quiz.
We could do with a geography specialist.
Yes, someone who knows the population of Copenhagen would come in handy.
But Jason knows that.
I also know that the second largest city in Denmark is Aarhus,
Bless you.
which has a population of just 269,022.
I don't think I'd be very good at it. And Jason does seem to have it covered.
Do my best.
So, Tom, do you want to test me out on a few questions?
On 20th century German philosophers?
Yes.
I don't know any questions about that.
Oh.
Here's one, Judith. Which German philosopher who, by concentrating on the philosophy of language, logic and mathematics, overthrew the Aristotelian logic and is thought by many to have been the father of analytic philosophy?
Friedrich Gottlieb Frege.
Correct. And for your bonus, name 3 members of the Vienna Circle of Logical Positivists who promoted scientific thought of a Hegelian system building.
Moritz Schlick, Philip Frank and Karl Menger.
I'd also accepted Felix Kaufmann, Rudolf Carnap and Edgar Siegel.
Oh, this is pointless.
But she knows her stuff.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, well, let's just hope it comes up and Judith can save the day for the team. So, moving on, here are the rules.
There are rules.
Well, yes, of course there are rules, Rebecca. This is the big league now.
So what are the rules?
Right. The questions are categorised by round, and each round teams must nominate a team member to answer questions in the category or round.
Right, well, that sounds straightforward enough.
Questions in each round or category must be answered by the designated team member nominated by the team as the member to answer questions in that category or round, and only the first initial answer to the question given by them or any other non-designated team member who has been nominated ad nuo will be accepted.
What the hell does ad nuo mean?
All other answers will be null.
What?
Ad nuo is Latin for designated by a nod.
By a what?
Nod.
So, what does a non-designated team member who has been nominated by a nod in Latin mean?
I don't know. Conferring is allowed unless the round or category has been designated a priori as a solo category or round, or unless a team has incurred a points violation penalty in a previous round or category.
A points violation penalty?
In which case, any attempt to confer with said team's member in the same team as said team, whether they have been nominated / designated ad nuo and or otherwise, will incur further incremental points violation penalties.
Tom, what are incremental points violation penalties?
I don't know, Ebon. Unless said team is playing their joker, in which case any team member who hasn't been nominated or designated ad nuo or otherwise in the preceding question can become the de facto nominated answering member for that team. Unless another team plays a trump joker against that team, in which case the de facto answering member becomes non-licit and the role of answering member passes to the last team member nominated.
What?
Or designated. Ad nuo. All clear?
No!
Tom.
It's total bullshit.
That's what it says.
What the hell's a Trump joker?
Well, other than the American president.
Okay, right. It says here, a Trump joker can be played against any team playing a joker by a team as long as that team isn't playing their joker.
As long as which team isn't playing their joker?
I don't know.
I think it means that the team that's playing their joker can't play their joker.
Then, philosophically speaking, that team isn't a team who are playing their joker.
Unless that joker is a Trump joker, because a Trump joker is a joker that trumps another joker.
But again, from a logical positivist viewpoint, a team who can't play a joker are, ipso facto, also barred from playing a Trump joker if the Trump joker has the same basic characteristic as the joker it is trumping.
Finished?
Yes. Sorry.
But what does a Trump joker actually do?
And when can you play it?
I don't know.
Well, what does it say?
Right, but all it says is teams whose jokers have been trumped by a Trump joker can't re-trump the trumping joker team until the next Trump joker has been played by another team on another team.
What?
I wish you'd stop saying what.
Well, what else do you expect me to say?
How about why?
Okay. Why?
Why what?
Why can't I understand what the hell you are talking about, Tom?
I don't know. These are the rules. Don't blame me. I don't make them up or understand them.
Okay, look, let's not worry about jokers or Trump jokers or logical positivisms. Are there any other rules?
Oh, please, God, no.
Well, all it says here is, for the avoidance of doubt, all values are weighted and appeals will be low.
Oh, and that's supposed to avoid doubt.
Appeals will be what?
Low.
Actually, that just means, well, roughly, will be decided by the judges.
What language is that in?
Klingon.
Oh, that's it. We're screwed.
No, we're not.
Of course we are. Listen, the quiz hasn't even started and we can't even understand the rules.
Even the rules that aren't in sodding Klingon.
Everyone relax. We've got this.
Ebon's right for once. It's just a quiz. All we have to do is keep cool and answer the questions, same as we always do.
But how are we going to do that?
I've got a plan.
And what's your plan, Jason?
We're going to cheat, same as we always do.
We can't cheat.
Why not?
Because.
I think it's against the rules,
What do you mean you think it's against the rules?
isn't it?
Yes, of course it's against the rules. It's the only rule.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the rules you just read out though, Tom.
At least, I don't think it was.
But this is a pub quiz. It may be national and it may be online, but it is in essence an old-fashioned pub quiz. And in a pub quiz, there's only one rule, and that rule is that you can't cheat.
Why not?
Because not only is it against all the other rules, it is against the code.
There's a code.
Yes, there's a code.
An actual code.
Yes. It is the quiz code by which all pub quizzers live their lives.
Wow.
Is it like the Da Vinci Code?
Or the highway code.
Do they sell it in W.H. Smith's?
Have you got a copy of this code, Tom?
No, look, all right, there isn't an actual code.
Like Morse code?
It's it's something sacred and unwritten.
Well, if it's unwritten, then why is it in code?
How is it in code? What does an unwritten code even look like?
Why would anyone bother writing out something that was unwritten into a written code?
Yes, you'd think it would be more secure just leaving it invisible to the naked eye.
But then no one could read it.
But if it's in code, you don't want anyone to read it.
Will you not just shut up? Thank you. Look, it's very simple. The code simply says a quizzer is always honest.
And that's it?
That's it.
Does it say it in Klingon?
No.
Thank God for that.
It just says simply a quizzer is always honest.
And it's not an actual code.
No.
Even though you just told us that it was.
That's not what I said.
Actually, Tom, that is what you said.
So, you weren't being honest with us, your fellow pub quizzers.
Tom, you broke the sacred unwritten code.
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry, Tom. First you say there's a code, and then you say there isn't a code. And now you're saying that you didn't say that there is a code, even though you're still saying that there is.
You know, Jason's right. I don't think we can believe anything you're saying, Tom.
Yep, you're just not being honest with us.
So what does that mean?
I say it means that we can do anything we want in order to win this quiz.
Anything we need to do?
Exactly. And I reckon we're going to need to cheat.
Right, all those who think we should cheat, put their hands up. Okay, and all those who think we shouldn't?
That's unanimous.
No, no, no. I put my hand up to say we shouldn't cheat.
Yes, you might have done, but having broken the sacred code, we don't know whether to believe that you did or not.
What?
Okay, so the question is, how do we cheat?
I could cough.
Sorry, Judith?
When anyone's asked a question they don't know the answer to, I could cough. Like that major on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Okay, but will you know the answer?
What answer?
The answer to the question that we've just been asked.
Oh, I doubt it, unless it's about 20th century German philosophers. But if it's anything else, and you don't know the answer, then what chance have I got?
Then how is that meant to help? I mean, how is that even cheating?
Well,
It's not cheating, Judith. It's just coughing.
I suppose so. Sorry.
Actually, guys, there is another way. Can you see what I've got in my ear?
Is it wax?
No. It's a Pennington Mini Spy 5000X.
What?
The smallest, most powerful surveillance earpiece ever developed, used by the CIA, KGB, and the Chinese state security forces.
Wow. Where did you get it?
Curry's PC World. It's a two-way transmitter and receiver, activated by this tiny button. I'm wirelessly connected via my computer to Wikipedia.
Which means?
Which means if I activate it at the right moment in the question, it picks up the key subject words, then performs an immediate search of those words and feeds them back into my ear.
That's brilliant.
That's terrible.
Yes, that's what I meant, Jason. That's terrible. But it's kind of impressive.
And it gives you immediate information about anything.
Anything that the device picks up. Look, give me a question. Any subject you like.
Who won the FA Cup in 1966?
Tottenham Hotspur. They beat Chelsea 2-1.
Okay, so who invented the toothbrush?
William Addis in 1770.
Who had the Christmas #1 in 1978?
Boney M with Mary's Boy Child.
Right, okay, smarty pants. Which member of my family lives in Rill?
Your aunt.
Damn. Which one? I have three.
Aunt Mary.
Wrong, it's Caroline. She moved there in 1998 after an unhappy love affair with a married quantity surveyor.
Damn, I so nearly said that.
Okay, so as long as the geographical location of Ebon's family tree doesn't come up as a subject, you know, I reckon this will work.
No, I'm sorry, but no. It's wrong and we can't do it.
We obviously can do it, Tom.
But we shouldn't. We mustn't. And we won't.
You do want us to win tonight, don't you, Tom?
Well, yes, of course I do. But people, team, we can win on our own merits. We are Smarticus, remember?
Yes, but they are Zaphod Beeblebrox's underpants.
So, we've managed to get this far, haven't we?
Yeah, actually, Tom, about that.
Jason, you said we were going to cheat as usual. You're not telling me you cheated against the King's Arms quizzicals?
You don't think we'd get here any other way, do you?
But how did you manage it?
The Pennington Mini Spy links via Bluetooth to a smartphone.
Yeah, hold on though, we handed our phones in.
It's got a range of about 50 meters. It's a really good bit of kit.
I don't know what to say.
I know you don't, Tom. None of us do. Particularly when we're asked a question about pretty much anything you can mention.
Except 20th century German philosophers.
Except 20th century German philosophers, which unfortunately no one ever thinks to ask us about. And that's why we're such a rubbish pub quiz team.
Well, we may be rubbish, but at least we're rubbish with integrity.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I wouldn't mind not being rubbish for once, with or without integrity.
Speaking for myself, I can live without integrity.
Winning was quite a good feeling.
I started this quiz team because I believe the pursuit of knowledge is a noble thing.
Well, I thought you started it because Linda left you and you were drinking too much.
Well, it was also because I believe the pursuit of knowledge is a noble thing. And I thought that in you, my team, my fellow Smarticans, I'd found like-minded comrades.
We are like minds, Tom.
They're just not very clever ones.
Do you really want to go down this shameful path? Then so be it.
What is it, Tom?
Do you need the toilet?
No, I'm voting to cheat in the quiz. Oh, if and only if we need to.
Of course we need to.
So here's what we're going to do. I am going to be the only one signed into the website for this quiz.
You can't do that.
As I'm the only one who has been sent the password, I think that if I don't send it to any of you, then I can.
But why would you do that, Tom?
Because I can't trust any of you not to cheat.
But you know where to cheat. We've decided and you just voted for it.
Yes, but if we're going to cheat, then there are going to be some rules.
You're setting rules about how we're going to break the rules.
Yes, Rebecca. So, I am going to be the designated team answerer for all the rounds.
Well, what about the de facto member nominated Agnew?
Bollocks to all that.
Well said, Terri. And I will relay the questions to the rest of you. And as your captain, I am going to be giving the answers supplied honestly and fairly by Ebon, Rebecca and Terri.
Oh, me?
And Judith, in the highly unlikely event that we ever get asked a question about 20th century German philosophers.
So what do I do?
You, Jason, will be backup and only ever be called upon to assist and guide the team if, and only if, the rest of us don't know the answer.
Okay, if it makes you feel better.
Well, it does. And you can only give us clues and hints, not the answers.
Yes, I think that honours the spirit of the unwritten quizzing code.
Whatever. Let's just get on with it.
Okay, so if we're all agreed, I'm now signing in as our designated team answerer.
How exciting!
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, hang on. Should we have a code word to let Jason know that we might need a hint from him?
Oh, yes, that's good thinking, Rebecca.
How about, gosh, I'm not sure about this one. What do you think, Jason?
That's subtle.
Too subtle. I think it should be, help!
That'll work too.
Okay, Smarticans, I'm in. And the first question is already up for us whilst we're waiting. And, it's a picture question.
Right. So what is it, Tom?
Well, it's an object shot from an unusual angle.
Is it President Kennedy?
Unsurprisingly, Judith, it's not.
So what is it then?
Well, I don't know. That's what we've got to decide.
What does it look like, Tom?
Well, it doesn't really look like anything much.
Well, that's not fair. They can't show us a picture of nothing.
Well, it's not a picture of nothing, Ebon. It's obviously a picture of something, but I don't know what.
Right, okay, so can you describe it?
yes, it's sort of like, I don't know, like weird, you know?
No, Tom, we don't know.
Can you describe it using words, like describing words?
Shapes.
Is that it?
Tom, shapes is not an adjective.
Well, that's what it is. Lots of weird shapes.
What colour are they?
Sort of yellowy.
Sort of.
Yes, not bright yellow.
Okay. So, we know it's not an egg.
It's not an egg.
We know that.
And it's not the Beatles submarine.
Good, good, good. We're getting somewhere.
How long have we got to answer this?
It's pasta.
What?
Assorted pasta shapes. Macaroni, pen, tagliatelle and farfalle.
How do you know?
I've hacked their website.
Wow.
It wasn't difficult. Their password was password. Although admittedly it wasn't Elvish.
And you've got all the answers.
Yeah, looking at them right now.
Jason, we've been through this. You can't do it.
Tom, he clearly can.
He just has.
Yes, even I have to admit, it's good work, Jason.
Thank you, Ebon.
So now we know the questions and the answers.
And the first answer is pasta.
Well, we can't submit that answer.
Why not?
It is correct.
I know, but we have to work it out for ourselves. It's the unwritten code. We agreed.
Okay, Tom, forget what I just said and take another look at the picture. What does it look like now?
Okay, now it looks like pasta shapes.
There you are then.
In fact, now it doesn't look like anything other than pasta shapes.
Great. So put down pasta shapes.
There's a bonus mark for identifying the types of pasta shapes.
Oh, what were they again?
Macaroni, pen, tagliatelle and farfalle.
Put them in a different order. We don't want to be too right. It looks suspicious.
Okay, right, but we don't need you to help us on the next round, Jason.
And if you're sure, it's about the periodic table.
The what?
According to them, it's a nice and easy one just to get us started, called Identify the Element from the Symbol.
Oh, Christ.
I think we do need you to help us, Jason.
Tom?
Okay, maybe just this once to get us going.
Okay. The answers are helium, potassium, boron, neon, fluorine, and of course, beryllium.
I'd have probably got those.
Okay.
How am I spelling beryllium?
Yeah, probably wrongly.
But we're not being marked on spelling, and if we're too perfect, people will get suspicious. A little characteristic imperfection will help us pull this off.
Whatever.
What's next, Jason?
It's around on what, according to this, is everyone's favourite subject. Places.
Okay, straightforward. Thanks, Jason, but we'll give that a go by ourselves.
I hadn't finished. Places in the life and works of J.R.R. Tolkien.
Oh.
Go on.
Okay, the answers are Serin Amroth, Osgiliath, Helm's Deep, Isengard, Mirkwood, and Birmingham.
Birmingham wasn't in The Lord of the Rings, was it?
I think you mean the Lord of the Rings wasn't in Birmingham, was it?
Has anyone read The Lord of the Rings?
I was going to when I was at school, but then I became convinced that anyone who read Lord of the Rings would die a virgin.
Well, it's never been scientifically proved, but it's a good working hypothesis.
I saw the films, and I don't remember them being set in Birmingham.
Are you sure that Birmingham's an answer, Jason?
Yes, it is where Tolkien went to school.
Okay, Birmingham it is. Got that, Tom?
What's next, Jace?
General knowledge.
Okay, right, everyone. Thank you, Jason. But we are definitely going to be doing this one by ourselves.
Are you sure, Tom?
Terry, it's general knowledge. It's as non-specific as herpes. Bread and butter to a pub quizzer. Come on, we can answer general knowledge. Who is Smarticus?
I am Smarticus.
I am Smarticus.
Can we hear the question first?
Yeah, Jason, give us the first question.
But not the answer.
Okay. Question 1. Which British Prime Minister said, unlimited power corrupts the possessor?
Ebon?
I don't think Ebon's been a British Prime Minister.
Yet.
I wasn't saying that Ebon was the answer. I was saying that Ebon should know the answer because it's a politics question.
It could be a history question, Tom.
If it's about British politics, it could be comedy and entertainment.
Look, does anyone know it? Okay, Jason.
No, not yet. We can work it out. What was the quote again?
Unlimited power corrupts the possessor.
Right, think. Is that the sort of thing Boris would say?
Only if he was talking about himself.
That's not fair, Rebecca. Boris Johnson would only say he had unlimited power if Dominic Cummings let him.
Fair point. Okay, so that rules out Boris. How about Theresa May?
She might have said it, but let's face it, if she did, no one would have listened to her or bothered to write it down.
Okay, so what about David Cameron?
He might have said it, but he wouldn't have believed it.
Did he ever say anything he believed?
Gordon Brown?
Well, Brown might have said it, but only about Blair.
Can I interject?
Oh, please do.
But don't tell us the answer.
Give us a clue, Jason.
Okay.
It's 3 words.
First word.
Smell?
Bad.
Bad smell? Pong?
Bart?
Who?
Shit.
Shit? Could be any of them. Blair, Major, Thatcher.
I think we need a bit more, Jason.
Churchill?
Second word.
Final word.
Oh. Concentrate now.
Sorry.
Small.
Tiny.
Diminutive.
Small poo.
Little shit?
Again, Ebon, that could be any politician of the last 200 years.
Baby. Shit the baby?
Oh, sounds like shit the baby.
Knit, git, fit, lit, bit, tit, writ, hit, kit, quit, spit, spit.
Spit the baby.
Is that like spit the dog?
Was he a Prime Minister?
Oh,
No, Spit the dog was a puppet.
Yeah, he was hysterical.
Yes, yes. Who was the guy who used to?
Oh, Carole, jeez.
Geez. Yes, on Tis was.
Pitt. It was Pitt. William Pitt, the younger. 1759 to 1806. How is it you people remember Bob Carolgees, but you've never heard of Pitt the Younger?
We've heard of him, Jason, but we just couldn't recognise him from your, frankly, bizarre charade.
So, it was Pete.
Yes, the Younger.
Okay, Jason. Right, so what's the next question?
Who was... Oh, I don't believe it.
What?
Who was the co-presenter with Chris Tarrant, Sonny James and Lenny Henry of the 1970s children TV show Tiswas?
Bob Carolgees.
Yes.
Oh, he was brilliant.
Bit the dog.
There you see, Smarticans, we've got one right.
Here we go. We are Smarticus.
Right, so that's submitted. What's the next question, Jason?
Tom, you've not submitted these answers yet, are you?
Yes, I can't say I'm totally happy about it, but it was what you all wanted to do.
Tom?
And we're doing well, got to say. I think we've got the opposition scared.
In your underpants, Beeblebrox.
No one's dared play their Trump joker on us.
Tom, the reason no one's played a Trump joker on us is because the quiz hasn't started yet.
Hasn't it?
No, look at your screen. There's a countdown clock. The quiz doesn't start for another 197 seconds.
But you've been asking us the questions.
Yes, I've been asking them, not the quiz masters. I hacked their website and we're not meant to have seen the questions for 182 seconds. Ugh.
So we've answered the first 2 rounds before they've been asked.
Yes.
That's rather suspicious, isn't it?
You think?
Oh my God, they'll think we've been cheating.
Oh.
We have been cheating.
We'll be expelled. We've broken the code. This will be the end of the team. Our name will be Quiz Mud.
Tom.
None of us will ever be allowed to quiz again.
Tom.
What?
When you say we, I kind of think you mean you. After all, none of us have signed in. It's just you.
Actually, he has got a point, you know.
And it's a bloody good point.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, Tom, that in this particular circumstance, we are not Smarticus. You, on the other hand, are. Good luck.
Ebon. Terri?
Sorry, Tom. I may not be Smarticus, but I'm not stupidious either. Laters.
Rebecca? Well, come on. We are all Smarticus, aren't we?
You know, I think there might be a place free in the King's Arms quizzicals. Sorry, Tom. Ciao.
Tom?
Et tu, Judith?
It was Friedrich Nietzsche who said the man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends.
Did he?
Yes.
And what did he mean by that exactly?
I have no idea, but I just know that he said it. It's just the sort of thing that German philosophers say, I suppose.
Yes, I've done it.
Done what? What have you done, Jake?
I've rerouted your uploaded content onto the host server through another team's IP address.
Good.
And I did it with 17 seconds to spare.
Well done. So what does that mean?
It means that when the quiz starts now, a lot of questions are going to be asked about how Zaphod Beeblebrox's underpants managed to answer the first 2.5 rounds of questions before they were asked.
Really? You've put our cheating onto them?
You betcha. I guess they can say it was a temporal paradox in the space-time continuum or something. Where's everyone gone?
Well, they all went. I don't blame them, really.
Well, it's the same for Judith. Shame for Judith. Round 4 is a specialist round about 20th century German philosophers. Still, we don't really need them, do we? You're all signed in, ready for the first round? If you remember, it's on the periodic table, and the answer 1 is helium.
Jason?
Hmm?
You know something? I don't really fancy a quiz anymore.
Really?
No. Shall we just go down the pub and have a drink?
Not a quiz?
No.
Okay. We can see if that bloke's there. The one who always sits at the end of the bar, mumbling to himself.
He's the landlord.
Is he?
Yes, he writes the quiz questions.
But he's always pissed.
I know. That's why the quizzes in the pub are always so easy.
Okay, I'll see you there in 10 minutes. Ta-ra!
See ya.